Hi, Mike Collinson here. The time has come for taking down the garage. It's not a job I was really looking forward to, as it's quite a potentially dangerous job. So with that in mind, I've made a proper plan on how I was going to dismantle it. So here goes. The first job is to cut through the bolts holding the roofing sheets down and remove them all. This is fairly straightforward. They were asbestos sheets, so care has to be taken in handling them. However, they're all in good condition and in one piece, so there was no dust, and when they're like this, they could be handled safely. The next thing to do was to take down all the concrete panels that form the walls in between the upright concrete stanchions. I first of all cut through the metal brackets holding them in position, and I was then able to stand outside the garage and push them onto the floor inside. After cleaning them all away, I was left with the concrete upright stanchions connected with the concrete transoms at the front and rear, and everything connected together by the steel angle irons forming the roof structure. This was the part of the work I was most concerned with, as the upright concrete stanchions were only stood on the base and not connected to it. I decided that the safest way to take it down was in sections, starting with the front and back stanchions that supported the concrete transoms. I started with the rear section. I used an angle grinder to cut through the 4 steel roof members that connected to the rest of the garage, and stood well back inside and pushed the end section with a long length of timber. This worked perfectly, and it fell down cleanly away from me, as it wasn't then connected to anything. I then went to the front section to do the same. Again, I cut through the 4 steel roof members and pushed it, standing well back inside. However, what I hadn't noticed was that on one side there was a length of gutter that was still attached to the front stanchion and connected to the next one back. As I pushed the transom, the gutter pulled the next stanchion, which itself was connected to everything else, resulting in the roof being pulled over in the corner and collapsing like a pack of cards around me. I escaped with a gash on my arm. However, a moment after the roof collapsed, it pulled down the upright stanchions around me, which missed me by inches. As they weighed probably 100 weight each, I was very lucky indeed. I dread to think what would have happened if one had hit me, and I take it as a wake-up call to double check everything in future, and as a warning to others how accidents can happen. I hope this has been useful to somebody. If it has, please take a moment to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Take care, and until the next time.